Well, here I am, sitting on the seat here. Have a look at this. But yeah, I'm going to celebrate this moment, monumentous moment. Well, the time has come to make a start on the heads. That's what I'm going to do first actually, is get this sole piece cut up. Once I've got that edge cut straight, I'll put the rebate in that. Being able to stand on level floor in a boat, well, here I am, sitting on the seat here, and now it's time to try and work out the next moves for this navigation desk. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to work on the base. That'll be a horizontal piece, which will go all the way back there to that bulkhead. And from there, it's going to get a bit tricky, but I'll have a small flat piece here, and then this leaf of the pivoting top will come off of that there with a piano hinge. I'm also going to be having a section from probably just aft of halfway on this lining panel, and what I'll do is have a second skin there, as I've mentioned before, and then on that bulkhead a second skin up to approximately halfway, so that will be areas that I can put instruments, the control panel, lots of different things that will need to be going in here, like the VHF radio, etc. And then on that other section I'll have one shelf, and then that will be able to be used just for storing books or tools or instruments, binoculars, whatever. So as I say, moving right along, but this next piece will be the base, so I need to measure that up. It's an odd shape, of course, and get that cut out. Now this is a game changer. Have a look at this. I'm telling you people, this really is a game changer. The Nav.desk, which will be the electrical brains, taking shape. You little ripper. I am so pleased with moving on with this Nav.desk. That is great to see. Well, people, all in the same day, take a look at this. Things are definitely coming together as I'm doing it, which is just so rewarding. These little pieces that are holding those ledges and shelves up are only temporary, just to see what it looks like. But I think I've got the making of something that's going to look a treat. And it's going to have plenty of room for the control panel and all the instruments. And on that note, folks, it would be remiss of me not to celebrate this moment, which I am so happy to do. And with the new cooler, plug, please buy some merches, everybody. It really will help me out a lot. But yeah, I'm going to celebrate this moment, monumentous moment. It's really coming up a treat, my goodness. Looking at this is almost difficult to believe, to be honest. Seeing it come together the way that it is, oh my goodness. And as I say, it's all that I envisaged all those years ago. So everybody, it is cheers time. And I tell you what, the weather's been so hot lately here. This is going to go down well. Oh, cheers to that. Well, the time has come to make a start on the heads. Those other areas, the nav station, cabin 2 and the galley, that's all happening and going along. But I want to get started on the heads as well. The first thing that I'll be doing is I'll need to clear it out. It's been used, as you can see, as somewhat of a storage for anything. It's had that much gear go in and out over the time. So now I'm going to clear it out. And firstly, I'll get those 2 lining panels in. And then at some other stage, I'll look at getting the sole in for that whole wet area and the base for the toilet to sit on. Well, I'm having a change of plans here actually, because I just thought it's going to be a lot easier if this floor, the cabin sole for this heads area, is in order to work on the lining and that cabinet. So that's what I'm going to do first actually, is get this sole piece cut up. Now the idea with this will be 18mm marine ply, and then what I'm going to do actually is fiberglass over the top of that, cove it into the bulkheads, so that'll be permanent. It will, where I'm sitting right now, also have a sump to collect the water from the shower or any other water that gets in here. And so the plan with that is I'm going to buy off-the-shelf complete unit. I've looked into it. I could make up my own box and add the sump pump and strainer, etc., etc. But really, for the money, I think it's just an easier solution to buy something off the shelf, fit that, and it has everything included, so that's going to be my option. Anyway, back to the sole piece here. I'll measure this up, put that in place, and I'll leave that in place to walk on to get all this other area fitted out. Well, as I've explained before, I'm out of 18mm plywood in big pieces. So I've got 2 more pieces of a reasonable size, the one under here and the one that you can see down on the ground there. And then I've got this little strip here, and that really is the extent of anything above probably 500mm long. So fortunately, this is all coming together nicely, but it does mean I'll have to join these pieces. So it's a matter of nesting these pieces according to the template. So the plan is, for making this heads cabin sole, what I'll need to do is get the edge of this panel nice and straight for a start, which I'll do by putting a straight edge on and then cutting that with a circular saw. From there, what I have decided, because the strip that needs to be filled is only approximately 70mm, it's not very big, and I think that a butt joint will just hold that a bit better being a small piece like that. I know it's going to be fiberglassed after, but all in all, I think a butt joint will be the best served for this job. These two panels that I'm using are actually the cutouts for that main bulkhead separating the saloon to the V-berth. Originally I was thinking maybe I'd use those as the door, but really once I cut them off, they are so heavy that is way too heavy for a door in a boat. So I'm definitely not going to use those as a door between the saloon and the V-berth. The advantage of that is they're already epoxy coated on the top and the bottom. Of course the edges will need to be done after, but at least I've saved a little bit of work there. Once I've got that edge cut straight, I'll put the rebate in that, and then I will leave this mitre joint to join the two panels together. So hopefully once I've got those all cut up where they're going to join, I can glue them all up together. Another piece ready for gluing up. I'm actually keen to get that glued together so I can cut it up. Well, this is another treat. Being able to stand on level floor in a boat. My goodness, it is so good not to be tiptoeing around in here. Anyway, as I say, this is a treat because now I'll be able to just stand on this and work out this lining for the area here. I'll need to do the insulation as well, of course, and it will be so nice to see this done. There is much more coming up ahead, everybody. I've started measuring up for the coach roof and decks lining. Look out. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell and share. I'd really appreciate that.